welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I know it has been a while since I've posted on my page, guys, so today I will be showing you guys this highly requested video of how I make my journals, notebooks, whatever we call these, with notebook paper in the inside. So what happened, you guys, I went to Dollar Tree. I did a Dollar Tree run and I saw these little patterns and they was really pretty, but I saw these different patterns and they were wallpaper strips. So I posted this video right here on my TikTok and on YouTube, and I got a few people requesting for me to show how I did the journal. So I'm gonna show you guys everything that I used to do them, and we're gonna hop right into the video because I don't want to talk too much. Okay, first and foremost, let's get into the items that you would need for this project. So we have these from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25. These are wallpaper peel and stick. They are removable, but they have this beautiful pattern and very sturdy material. Next, I have the inside sheets, which are just colored sheets that kind of go along with this pattern. The back splash of it is kind of like a sage green, so we got two sage green sheets for the inside cover. You're gonna need some cardstock or book board, just something with a thick material. I honestly don't know the weight of this material. However, I did get it off the back of the notepad that we will be using, so this will be the hardcover. And this is basically the sheets that I received from Hobby Lobby. This is where I got these sage sheets from. So it's like a 50 sheet farmhouse cardstock pack, and these are really good for different projects. Next, we have our coils. You can get these from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. This is the black ones. I ran out of the white ones that are originally on the first notebook, but these are black coils, but it has like a little darker tone in the color, so we can kind of use that as well. So yeah, this, you would just need one coil. And then I have two of these. They are 80 sheets each. Well, this one is 50, thank God. This one is 50 sheets, this one is 40. So that will be 90 sheets. So these are all the materials we need to bind this together. I will be using my Cinch machine to bind everything together. This is the Heidi Swap, which is square hole punches, but you still can use a hole puncher to make these as well. So these are all the materials that you would need, and let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, guys, I showed you guys everything that we will be using for the project, but I didn't tell you guys the measurements. So I only wanted to use one. The original one is an 8x10, so I used 2 on this one, and I just cut it basically at 8x10 so that it could be a hard copy all the way around. However, with this one, just to kind of make it easier and make a quicker tutorial, I'm going to only use one, and I'm just going to splice it straight down the middle, and we're just going to make a smaller notebook. So that's what I'll be doing now with my guillotine. I will leave you guys the exact measurements of this project on the screen, or I'll place them in the description so that you guys can check it out. But that's what I'm going to do now. So right down the middle, let's see what it measures. This is 11. This is 11 by 8.5. So we're going to do right down the middle, which is 5.5. You want to make sure that it's straight because you do not want it to be crooked. Otherwise, you're going to have to cut off some more inches. So, go straight down the middle. As you can see, perfect measurements. We're going to put that to the side. Now, we're going to cut our wallpaper strip to align with this. So, I kind of just do an eyeball of placing them. Okay, let me try to get you guys downward so you can see a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so what I do is I place the wallpaper, and this is before I peel the adhesive back. I place both of the chipboards down, and I basically just find a place where I know they're gonna both be covered. And since this is a pretty big strip, it is 16 by 11, you're most likely not gonna use all of it. So you can go all the way to the end here. I usually try to leave like a nice inch of paper or a quarter of an inch. Yeah, so that's an inch. And you just want to make sure it's on both sides. And you pretty much can just cut down the middle. So I'm just going to measure where I will be cutting. Gonna get our guillotine. Get it through there. And pretty much just measure here at the 8. Okay. Okay. So we have those two. Pretty good. We actually can cut off a little bit more, but for the sake of the video, guys, I'm just going to leave the measurements as they are. Okay. So we have that. Now we're gonna measure our interior sheets. Now this will be the inside cover that seals it. Where's the notebook? Oh, there it is. So this will be these sheets. So once you fold over your hard cover, you want to place the sheet in here to cover it up. And I'll show you guys how to do that, of course. Actually, we might just need only one sheet of these, y'all, because I did only do 5.5 by 8.5. This is an 11 by 8.5. So I probably pretty much can just do the same with this one. So there we go, guys. We have everything cut up. So let's get started in assembling our notebook. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to peel back I like to keep a little trash beside me because I know it can get a little bit messy. And you want your work area to be as clean as possible. So I try to find the pattern. So we're going to do it this way. You want it to be on a flat surface. Whenever you're assembling your notebook, you always want it to be on a flat surface so you can keep out any bubbles. But even if you do get any bubbles, you can use, I use my Cricut, what they call this, spatula smoother to get out any bubbles. So that's what we'll be using. So you want to take your chipboard. You got to place it right in the middle. And just lay it down. Now I do this just to make sure that before we assemble or turn anything over, that all the bubbles are out. Ooh, no. Just to make sure that all the bubbles are out and it's nice and smooth. I'm going to just snip off just a tad. Okay. That was the upside. Yeah. Okay, so basically, that's how you kind of want it to be, guys. As you can see, all I did was took the chipboard and placed it on the sticker, on the adhesive part of the wallpaper. That's all I did. Smooth it out with your spatula or whatever they call. I forgot what they call these, y'all. But I just smoothed it out. Make sure there's no bubbles. Next, we're gonna snip just a tad. Okay, so I pretty much wanted to zoom you guys in. But what I'm gonna do is just snip off just a little bit of the corner. And that's for each corner. Try to make sure it's the same amount. If not, you can always fix it. That's one thing about making journals. It's pretty much easy to kind of freestyle. So what I do here, I use this. What I'm going to do is get underneath. As you can see, my spatula is underneath the adhesive. I'm going to just come up with the spatula and I'm going to rub to the side. What that is going to do, y'all, what that does is it makes sure that the paper adheres to this part, to the thickness of it. So I'm going to do that. Make sure that's down. And then I'm just going to do it everywhere else now. So there we are. Let me lift y'all up again. Okay guys, so there we are. I hope you guys was able to catch it because I do realize the camera was down a little tad, but I hope you guys was able to catch it. So now I just basically smooth it out with this to make sure there are no bubbles and allow this to catch any bubbles. And that's our first one. And then I'm basically just gonna do the second one. Okay guys, so I have both of my hardcover notebook, well, both of my hardcover covers. This is the front, this is the back, or this is the front, this is the back. They both look the same, y'all. But I have them, and now I'm gonna show you guys how we do the inside sheets. So basically, you don't want your chipboard to be showing, so that's why we do inner sheets, to basically cover that ugly part up. Or we don't call it ugly, chipboard is beautiful, y'all. I basically measured it at the same measurements of the chipboard to basically cover the entire thing up. You don't have to do that. I typically like to have a little bit of the cover showing. So I'm going to snip off some of them from both of my sheets that I made. Okay guys, so the inner sheets have been cut down. Like I said, all the measurements will be in the description box, or I will place them on the screen. Here guys, we have the inner sheets. Now these are not adhesive backed, so the way that I get these to stick is I use double-sided tape. And I'm running out, guys. I need some more. But I use double-sided tape that I purchased off of Amazon. And very affordable. You can get the skinny one. You can get the thicker one. I like the ones that are a little bit bigger because I always make journals or notebooks out of paper that don't have adhesive on the back of it. So that's my method of getting it to stick. So first, what I'm going to do is make sure your surface is really, really clean for this. You want to make sure that there are nothing that's going to be able to stick or cause any issues for your double-sided tape. So I'm going to peel this back. And one method that I've learned is it's important to get the adhesive on the corners so they won't lift, and in the middle so it will stick better. You don't have to do the entire page, but for the sake of this video, I will. This is all the adhesive. I just basically made an adhesive backing using double-sided tape. That's what I usually do, and it works really great for me. You can choose to use glue The best glue to use will be reptile glue. I have not used this yet, y'all, because I really love using the double-sided tape. But reptile glue, I hear, is really, really great. And you can get this off of Amazon as well. That's why I purchased mine. So I'm going to make sure everything is clean. Make sure there's nothing here, my hair sticking to it. Put it on a flat surface. And we're going to basically start where we want it to start, basically. And make sure the measurements are good. And pretty much lay it down. And I don't just like rub my hand over it. I use this because I don't want any bubbles to get caught, because this sticker paper is a little tricky. I'm sorry, this glue, this double-sided tape is a little tricky. Once a bubble is in it, it's pretty much in it. So I start at the top and go straight down using a lot of force, y'all. A lot of good press down. And I just go over it once it's all sealed and nice and smooth. And there's your inner paper. So our cover is done, y'all. This is the cover. This is the cover for our little handy dandy notebook. So I'm basically gonna do that to this one, and then I'm gonna catch you guys back when I'm cutting the paper. Okay, guys, so we've gotten to the cutting part of the paper, which will be the inside of our notebooks. We have our hardcovers completed with our inside sheets. I showed you guys on camera. Now we just have to get the inside, and we're pretty much wrapping up. Basically, I'm gonna open this up. These are just notepads that I purchased at Dollar Tree. They are all $1.25. Let's talk about this 25 cents, y'all. I was not pleased, because your price, your cart go up really, really quickly when you be buying a lot of stuff with that 25 cents. Like, But what I basically do is I tear off the back, and as you guys can see, it's thick, durable chipboard. Basically what we used for the cover. For the cover. It's the hardcover, and it measures at 8.5 and 11. We cut it down the middle. We made hardcover, wrapped it up, put some paper, boom, made a good cover. And it's actually two, because it's two notepads in one, y'all. So you just take this other one out. We just gotta take it out anyway, y'all, because it's all assembled. And as you can see, you have two, so you can make as many notebooks as you want to, as long as you have a cover. So here's the paper that is left, and as you guys can see, it's all just notebook paper. Now it is glued at the top, so what I do is I snip that off. That's it, pretty much. Now these are measured, so I'm gonna do it at a certain amount because I don't want my guillotine to. I do try to take off just a little bit of the paper at the top, just so it's not so much, and I don't want my guillotine's blade to be less sharpened by trying to put too much paper. So I do it in sections, and I'm gonna kind of speed the video up because I'm running out of storage. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it at a little quicker rate. And like I said, what I do is I always just cut this piece off. This is the glue piece that keeps the notepad together. I just snip it off and cut the paper down to my measurement. So I'm gonna cut this whole piece off here so that the whole page can actually look just identical. So basically I just cut off that top margin that usually go on notebook paper. Now I'm pretty much just gonna get it down to my paper size for the inside pages. Basically get it measured. I measure my inside paper based on this paper, on the inside cover paper, because what's gonna happen is you want this paper to lay on this when this is showing, if that makes sense, y'all. And that's pretty much how we want our paper to be. So we're basically, I'm just gonna do the cutting and cut everything down to the size, and I will meet you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so we pretty much have our sheets here. Basically just line paper that we cut down. This was all notebook paper. This was all notepad paper. Now, as I realized how much I lost in terms of paper, I don't know if I'll make mini ones anymore. I think I'm gonna stick with doing the 8x10s. This was literally my first time doing a smaller one. I usually make really big notebooks, but because you want to get as much paper and as much use out of your products as possible. So for the sake of this video, that's why I made a smaller one, but next time I'll be sure to do an 8x10. But this is all the paper we have. These are 90 sheets that will go inside. As you can see, they're measured perfectly with the other line paper. And this is our notebook, y'all. Now I'm going to show you guys how to assemble it, and let's get into it. Okay, here we go, guys. So this is the stitch machine, like I said. I'm trying to set you guys up as close as possible so that you can see it. So please bear with me. Like I said, I will have better equipment soon. Don't worry. And don't pay attention to my workspace back here. Like I said, I got to clean up. But basically, this is the Heidi swap. And this is how I basically bind my notebooks. So you open it. These are all hole punches. And pretty much just kind of find a tutorial on YouTube about the Heidi swap and about those Cricut machines, because I can't explain everything right now because I do realize I'm running out of space. So I just want to kind of show you guys how I bind it quickly before this video runs out. So what we're going to do, we're going to place one of our journals in, one of our hardcovers in, and we're going to push down. Bind. I'm going to get over here, this in, find where my punch. And as you can see, we have our holes punched. Do the same with this one. Actually, I need to find the, okay, that's not it. Punch down. It's not as hard, y'all. I just think probably got to do smooth. Got our holes punched, and then just do the same with the paper. And I will be back when I finish the paper. The paper is going to be the same. I'm just going to stick it inside. Push down, and it's easier to do the paper and quicker. Take out your 5 and your 6 just in case. Punch down. There we go. And I'm basically just going to keep doing this. It's just repetitive until you get all of your paper punched. And I will be right back. Alright, so we have all our paper, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, we have all our paper hole punched. Now it's time for the assemble part. So what you want to do, I found a white foil, thankfully. You got to place the ear on the end. Paste down one notebook cover. face down. And then the other one upright. And then you place your paper in. Now, since the paper is just lined paper, there's no specific way you have to put it. Just place it inside. And we're gonna pull it up. So we have it assembled. I'm just gonna bring it up. And what I like to do is just kind of fold back just to make sure that it's properly done. Right pages, everything looks good. And then on the back right here, this is pretty much how we seal it. Push down. Push down. Anything else you didn't use, I use snippets to snip it off. Wire noses. I think I said it right, y'all. Get off. And there we go, y'all. And I go in and push it under just to make sure nothing comes loose. But that's just me and my paranoia. Because I don't want anything to come loose, especially me, because I sell these items. And that's our notebook, guys. There we go. Let me show you guys something. So the way that I laid it down, reasoning for doing that is because this part right here, you don't want this to show. This is the end of the notebook. As you can see where the coils meet. I hope it's picking up. Where the coils are meeting, you don't want that to show. I make sure that that shows up at the back of the notebook. I don't want to see it on the outside, and I don't want to see it when I first open the notebook. So this is the back of the journal, of the notebook, or the journal planner, whatever you're planning to make out of it. You want this to show up at the end. So placing one cover down, then the other one backwards, and then your sheets aligning, that's how you pretty much get that. I hope you guys picked that up off camera. But guys, yes, this is our little journal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was as simple as I made it look. I hope it was as simple as I made it sound on my little TikTok video. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video with me. This is the notebook. Let me show you the first one. And it's just a mini of the first one. So now you got an 8x10 and you got a 5.5 by 8.5. So what's your preference? Which one do you like? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will have more coming soon. And like this video, comment down below if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love to see you guys on the next video. And see you guys soon. Be blessed, eliminate stress, but stay genuine, guys. See you later. Bye.